Hey friends, welcome to Easy Paintings by Ishita, where I upload 4 beginner-friendly painting tutorials a week. So today we will be doing a very beautiful Diplodocus dinosaur tutorial where I will be explaining the drawing part, also the painting part for the kids. If you don't know about me, I'm a drawing teacher from Manchester, Connecticut, and today we will be doing this dinosaur. And the speciality about Diplodocus is it's a herbivorous dinosaur. So it has long neck and it eats all tall trees and grasses from the ground. So it has a long neck. So let's go ahead and start the tutorial. So kids, let's begin today's class. Hope you are ready with your paper, your pencil, and you will need an eraser. Okay, so the first part we will learn the drawing for this Diplodocus. Today we will be doing Diplodocus, and the next part we will doing is a painting part. So for the drawing part, I would like you to easily show how to make it. You must have drawn a dinosaur before by looking at a picture, but today I will show you a way that you can remember and you can do it anytime you want. Okay, so you don't have to refer to a picture if you ever want to make a dinosaur. So let's do it. Okay, so the first thing we will do is we will begin the class with making the shapes as we always do. Okay, so make a line on the top. Let's practice few shapes. So the first shape, let's do a circle, let's do an oval, let's do a square, let's do a rectangle, let's do a teardrop, let's do a curly circle. A curly circle is like that. Okay, a curly circle. And today we will also need a triangle. So today, in today's reference picture, we will just be needing these of the few shapes, and then we can make a very good dinosaur out of it. Okay, so the shapes are done. Now let's begin making the dinosaur. So the first thing I would like you to do is make a ground. Okay, did you make a ground for the dinosaur? Now whenever we are like for Diplodocus, this is a herbivorous dinosaur which has a really long neck. So do you remember like how we did giraffe the last time? Giraffe is an animal which is the tallest and it has a long neck, right? So the same way, this dinosaur is an herbivorous dinosaur who used to eat long tall plants. So its neck was so long that it used to go towards the end, towards the top end of a tree. So the same way we will make this dinosaur today. So long neck and a long tail and a body. Okay, so let's begin. We will first be using the triangle. Okay, so if this is the ground, I would just like to leave a little space, and on top let's make a triangle. And kids, let's make this with a very gentle hand. Do not press your hand very hard. Okay, so with a very gentle hand, let's make a triangle like this. Do you see? And later we will shape this. So this is the triangle, and this much we have kept it for the feet. I think the feet, like Diplodocus, has not very long feet, so I think I have left a little more space than required. So let me just extend the body so that it looks proportionate. So a little bigger body and this feet. Now let's proceed towards making its neck. So from this end point, just go a little ahead from here. I would like you to go like that. Okay, now again from here we will go like that. So kids, this is just a outlining. We will later be shaping this nicely with erasing a lot of lines. Okay, so this is just a general shape that I'm giving you. So a triangle and two long slanting lines on the top. Do you see the neck goes all the way till top because they have long necks? Now let's make the tail. So from the other point, bring like that. From here also bring like that. Okay, so this is the tail part. It goes below the ground because these are very tall. And now let's make the feet. So we will make rectangle, rectangle, again rectangle, and the other side feet is partially visible, so a small rectangle. Now let's make the feet nails. So we will do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, because the back leg is a little visible. Again 1, 2, 3, again 2. Okay, so the feet is done. Now let's make the head. I'm just erasing this part for the shapes. So here the leg, so the first line, let's make it a little big, and now let's again make a kind of a triangle like that. Do you see what I did? I just connected the top with the bottom line. Now let's make its nose, let's make its mouth, now let's make its eyes, let's make its ears like that. Okay, simple. Eyes, nose, mouth, and a little top pointy part for the ear. Let's delete the lines now. So we are shaping the ear part. So it's gonna be like that. Now let's shape the body. So we will be deleting the partition line. We will be deleting the inner triangle that we started to make because this is not proper, so we made a big body. Okay, now let's delete the tail part partition. Okay, I think that is it. So let us shape this. So this is going like that. So my triangle initially was from here. I'm not doing it like that. I'm just shaping it for the natural body shape. This is the neck part. And now this is the tail part. Do you see how this is looking now? This is looking like a dinosaur now, right? So the dinosaur has a lot of patches on its body. We will do that in the coloring part. So a triangle, long neck, long tail, 2 feet. Easy peasy. Our diplodocus is ready. Let's do other side diplodocus. This is looking this side. Let's make another dinosaur, maybe looking this side, but from this side triangle. So let's quickly practice one more. Let's make a smaller one this time. Or let's make a taller one like this only. So first let's make the triangle, the tail, the feet like a rectangle, the nails. Now comes the head. So we can make this like here. We can make like this. like that. Okay, now let's make the head like that. This is the nose, the mouth, the eyes, and the little ears. Let me just shape this a little better. So the ears, the mouth. Okay, so this is the ear, this is the mouth, and this is its body, and this is its tail. Now, is this looking nice? So we made a quick 2 dinosaurs. Hooray! Wasn't this a very easy one? I hope you found it very easy like I did. Okay, so now our drawing part is fine, it's completed. I would like you all to color this as well. Color it as per your choice, and now we will proceed towards making a final painting. Okay, so kids, let's take a little short break. Arrange your colors. If you would like to use crayons, you can arrange for these. If you would like to go in for the watercolor, because I will be using watercolor for my final drawing and painting. So quickly let's arrange this and come back in 5 minutes after your little snack break. Okay, bye bye. So kids, as you're on a break right now, let me show you what we did the last week, which was a Father's Day drawing that we did. And these are the submission from the kids. So the first submission is from Sneha. She has done this so beautifully. And then we have Sarthak, and he has also done so wonderfully. Our next submission is from Shirin. She has done the giraffe we did 2 weeks back, and a flying house we did about 3 weeks back. Our next painting is from Ria and Anu. Anu is her mom, so it's the daughter mama duo. You guys have done this painting wonderfully. I will share the link on the top. And this is again the Father's Day painting, inspired by my very first Mother's Day painting. And this is submitted by Kashvi and Anshul. So guys, now you can go ahead and take a break time, a snack time, and do refer to the playlist under my video for the other classes we have done. Okay, so kids, I am ready with my final drawing book in which I will be painting today with the help of colors. So as I've taken this, I don't think you'll be able to see the entire book on the camera, but I would need the first part in the beginning. So let's start drawing the final drawing that we will be painting today. Okay, so the drawing book is ready, my pencil is ready, and my eraser is also ready. So let's quickly sketch another diplodocus. I'm giving you several practice diplodocus so that you remember how to make it the next time by yourself without referring to any picture. Okay, so if this is a book, I will be leaving this much of space at the bottom, and I'm making a ground over here. Make sure you use your pencil very lightly because this is only a sketch. Okay, and now here I will be making my diplodocus, and maybe here another one. So let's do one thing. Let me make my ground here, leaving this much of space. Okay, just erasing. See, when I erase this, there is not a single mark of a pencil. That is how we want. So this is my ground. Let's quickly make a diplodocus now. So if this is the ground, the feet, okay, let's make a triangle now. So this is a line. Now let's make a triangle like that. Now let's make the neck. So from here, let me just go till here, like that. And from the top, let me again, let's go till like that. Okay, so the neck is done. I hope you all can see this. Now let's make the mouth. Okay, now from here, let's make the tail. Like that. Let's make the feet. Rectangle, little rectangle in the front. Again, a rectangle, little rectangle in the front. Okay, now let me do one thing. I will shape this diplodocus a little better this time. So maybe I am just, from the neck part, I'm just coming a little inward still here, and also a little like that. So I'm just deleting the outside part. I'm just shaping it this way this time. You can do this way or the triangle, exact triangle way, whatever you find is nice. So like that. Okay, this is the feet. So this is the mama diplodocus, and I'm thinking of also making a baby diplodocus. But before doing the baby, mama is doing what? Probably she is eating few trees. Let's quickly make some trees. So if this is the ground, if the mama is eating a tree, so let's start the branches of the tree from here. 1, go straight up, 2, go this side, 3. Okay, from the stem, let's make the bottom of the tree. Now let's make this tree a little fat. So from here, the branches, like that. Okay, so basically go up. So some random branches, basically. You can do it as however you would like. This is one tree, so let's make some cloudy circle, as if he is eating the tree. Now let's make the tree a little big, like that. Okay, so this is our one tree is done. Let's make few more trees. So probably here. So behind the feet there is the tree stem. We cannot see it. So like that, like this, like that. Okay, now cloudy circle. Now let's make a big tree circle like that. Okay, 2 tall trees are done. Let's make one more tree here. So a tall stem, spread it out. A little one and a big one. Okay, so the taller one is done. Now this is the mama. Let's make mama's eyes and ears and nose. So this is basically the ears. This is the nose. This is the mouth. This is the eyes. They have a very big eye. So now does it look as if it's eating the tree? Okay, so this is done. So our drawing of the Mama Diplodocus is done. Let's make a cute little one as well here. So below the line, let's make a little triangle. Let's make the head. So the neck, and the head, like that. Nose, eyes, mouth, teeny weeny tail, little triangle feet. All right, even this is ready. Isn't it very simple? Our Diplodocus, baby Diplodocus is ready. And here we will make some grasses and stuff with colors directly. So our drawing part is almost done. Let's quickly start arranging for our colors. So as I'll be using watercolor, I have the tissue paper here. This is my color palette of watercolors. So I'll be basically using a lot of dark green, light green and brown color. These are my brushes that I'll be using. Fat brush, thin brush. You can choose your brush and make it ready. And we will need water. Okay, so I am pretty much, I'm sorry about this, yeah. So I'm pretty much ready with our basic supplies we would need. And now let's get painting. So kids, we will be needing dark green, light green. I have one more palette here that has one more green, which is a lighter version. I would just be needing that too. Let me show you which one am I talking about. Please excuse me, this is a little dirty. So I'll be using this one. This is my baby's color palette. So this is like this. So this one. So I'll be using this light green, a little darker green and a very dark green. Okay, so let's get started. So kids, I'm selecting the lightest green for the dinosaurs and the darker green for the trees. So before we proceed, we have to make the background. So for the background, let's choose blue and then we will come back to the trees. Okay, so let's take our first fattest brush, dip it in water, and let's completely cover the paper with blue color. We don't want the blue to be very strong. Just take light water wash of the blue and go over everything, even the dinosaurs, and go in a very straight way. Do not go ziggy-zaggy. We want this to be very clean. Okay, smooth strokes. See how light my blue is? Do not go with dark blue. We don't want the blue to be very strong. What happens if the blue is strong? Our eyes will go to the blue and not the dinosaurs, which we don't want. Our dinosaur is our element, okay? That's the main thing, hero of our painting. Alright, so my paper is now completely covered with blue. Let it dry. Okay, let this dry now. Until then, I am ready with my lightest green color. Come on, fast dry. Okay, this is done. Now take your other thin brush, and with a thin brush let's start first making the baby color. Okay, so dip your brush in the water, pick up your lightest green, and let's start covering the baby. So my baby is coming along pretty nicely. Okay, so the baby is done. And let her dry. Cover the feet. We will also be shading the dinosaurs with brown later, but for now let's complete it. And now my mama is dry, so let me again pick up the lightest green and start doing the mama. So why is Diplodocus green? Because it said that they ate plants and trees, so they also got some colors from the things that they ate, so they were pretty green in color. These are the herbivorous dinosaurs. Do you know what is the meaning of herbivorous? That means they did not eat meat. They only ate the green leafy trees and plants and stuff. Vegetarian dinosaurs. So they are green. So I'm covering the entire neck and everything in green now. Okay, so my basic green is done. I will now be shading the dinosaur with a little dark and a little brown. So once this part is over, let me also cover the feet. My colors are still wet. I will immediately be using the darker shade now. So for the darker shade, I'm taking a little of this green, mix in with water, and just the middle part I will be shading it. So also for the mama. So kids, if you want, you can do this step or you can just leave it as per your comfort, because we have already put in one layer. So this is optional. Alright, I'm happy with this much. Now let's shade further. Use your brown. So the lower body will have a little of brown, okay? A little dark. So as my green is already wet, the brown will mix in very nicely. It will blend in very nicely. If it is getting dry, take a little of water and try blending it. There shouldn't be any harsh line. Okay? Brown, brown. I'm going a little up towards the neck area also. Like that. Okay, now let's do the feet brown. Kids, we will at the end use our sketch pen or the marker for completing the outlining. So that time you will see it will look much better. Okay, so the neck part is done. Let's shade with brown the feet of the kid and just a little lower body with brown. I'm just cleaning off with a clean brush because it's a little darker. Okay, so we have colored the baby. Now with a darker green, go with the darkest of green. Let's make some designs like some speckles. Okay, so we'll just make dots. Just with very gentle hand, just put some brush dots. Do not press your brush very hard, okay? This has to be very gently done, just like a little design, because their skin is very bumpy, right? Okay, so the little bumps are done. Now let me do the same bumps for the baby. Okay, so the baby bumps are done. Now let's do the same thing with little brown towards the lower body. Alright, so the lower body bumps are done. Alright, so our mama dinosaur and the baby dinosaur coloring part is complete. At the end, we will go ahead and with the marker do this more nicely. Now, let's quickly color the trees. So let's begin with brown to make the stem. So I have 1, 2, 3. And now let's go down straight. Okay, so this was our ground line. Let's also make the ground line with brown. Okay, now let's make the other stem. Let's make the third stem. Okay, now let's make the treetops. So now I will be using this two color. This is a lighter green, this is the darker green. So let's mix in the lighter green. So the lighter green will be the inside circle. Okay, so do it like that. Inside circle for all of the trees. Inside, inside, inside. And once the insides are dry, we will then be doing the outside part of the tree. So our inside part is done. Okay, inside part is done. Now let us wait for this to dry up. Till then, let's make some rocks and grasses. You have never made a rock, so let me teach you how to make a rock. Okay, this is a black color. Okay, with a little water, mix in a little of black, and let's make few lines, little lines. Let's make a line here. 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 Maybe here as well. Okay, so our few lines are done. Now again, take some black. Basically we are doing a triangle again. So make a dome like a triangle. 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 Okay, now it doesn't look like a rock, so let's make some more pebbles around it. Okay, so next to the triangle, make a little dot like that, as if a lot of pebbles are here and there around the main bumpy rock. Okay, all right, now if these are the rocks, I'm cleaning off my brush. For the grasses, let's select this light green. Okay. And kids, do you remember how did we make the grass? We basically made the grass with our brush. Do 1, 2, 3. Okay, very gently hold the brush on the top, not here but here, and keep it at an angle on the top. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from a single base we are pulling it upward. Okay, like that. Do you see it? If you are not very comfortable, just practice it on a practice paper and then do it on the final. So around the rocks there are more. So let's cover the area with a lot of grass. Okay. So basically the little kid is eating the grasses, the tall grasses, and the mama is eating the large trees. So that's our scenery. So all of the empty spaces, let's make these grasses. I'm pretty much done. So now the grasses are almost done. Let's go ahead and complete the picture because we did not do the outer side of the tree. So I'm taking the darkest of green, mix it with water, and let's complete this. Kids, make sure you are inside the lines you have done for your dinosaur on the tree, okay? Don't go outside. Take your time, do it slowly but very neatly. No messy work. Okay, so this is the outline. Don't go over the face of the dinosaur. Be very careful. Okay, so this side is coming pretty nicely for me. I hope for you too. I'm so excited to see this painting of yours. Do send it to me, okay? All my social media accounts link will be mentioned below, which will be through Facebook. You can send your painting, through email your parents can send it to me, or through Instagram you can tag me and I would be able to view your painting. So do send it to me so that I can put it on my next video, your photograph along with your painting, like my other kids. Okay, so this part is almost done. And kids, if there is something that you would like to learn, like any particular drawing you want me to make, to put it under the comments of this video so that I can see and I can try and make it in my future classes, because whenever there's a class coming up, even I think that what would my kids like this week. So any ideas are most welcome. Okay, so my trees are done. So the branch, not the branches but the stem, clean off your brush. So the stem is not looking very neat. See, it's incomplete. So let me just make the stem once again. For this one. Also for this one. Okay, so kids, this part is done. Now let it dry. Let's quickly start outlining the baby dinosaur first. Okay, so remember, let's keep the colors aside because our color work is now done. And now I am starting to outline it with a help of a fine tip black pen. If you don't have this, do it with pencil again or with your sketch pen, whatever you have handy. So I'm beginning outlining the face of the little baby. This is the face, this is its nose, this is its mouth and eyes. A little pointy for the ear. It comes down, goes up, comes down, and here goes its tail. Now the lower part. See, stop here before the feet. Now the feet line comes in like this, like this. Below that is the belly line. Again the feet line. Don't go over the feet line, okay? This is a very common mistake we all do. So the feet line should always be separate from the body. Let's do the nail. Okay, so our baby dinosaur is now done. Let's make the mommy dinosaur. So let me begin with making the tail. Okay, this is done. This is done. So the tail is done. Now stop before the feet, go little up and a rectangle, and the behind feet, which is just partially visible, the nail, and now the belly line. Stop before the feet, now the feet, and now the partial feet, nails, and now again begin the bottom part of the neck. Kids, do this thing very slowly, okay? We don't want any mess up happening. Now make the ears and the face. Do not go over the mouth because its mouth is open. He is still eating. Now go down the neck. Now joint the body like that. Let's make its eyes and a little nose. Okay, so outlining the dinosaur is done. Now let's outline our trees. My trees are dry now, so just the branches and the little ones. And the outside of the branch. Okay, tree is now ready, and the same goes for the other tree. If you want, you can do the step or you can leave this step as per you, okay? But the dinosaur outlining was important. Okay, so my tree is done, and the last one. Don't go over it because this tree is already in front of it. Alright, so my tree is done. So kids, my entire painting is now complete. I hope you loved the way it came out. Let's do one more thing. Let's sign the picture with your name and make it yours. So I have my name on the picture, and let me now open the borders to show you how this is looking. All right, isn't this looking super perfect? Let me just move my workspace and show you in a better view. Did you like it? Alright, so our picture is complete. I'm so happy. I hope you loved today's class, and now you know how easy it is to make a diplodocus. Just a triangle, a long neck and a long tail. That's it. So kids, I hope you had fun in this today's class, and I will see you next week again on Saturday, and I will be waiting to see your artwork, okay? So do not forget to send it to me. Till then, lots of love. Have fun, guys. Bye-bye. And kindly hit the like button, comment under the video, and do not forget to share it with your friends. And do subscribe to my channel, Easy Paintings by Ishita. Y'all have a lovely